survive in the wilds of Africa, keeping up with the competition is critical. Some use strategy. Some use strength. Cheetahs use speed. Their perfectly adapted bodies can catch dinner in less than 30 seconds. Leave the brute strength to the lions and hyenas. At less than 80 centimeters tall and barely 50 kilograms, the cheetah is built for speed.
It can reach speeds of up to 100 kilometers an hour. That is about twice that of a greyhound dog. It's more than twice of the fastest human on Earth.
It takes more than small size to reach that velocity.
Compared to other land mammals of the same weight, a very large proportion of their body is made out of skeletal muscles. These are the muscles that drive the limbs and movement. They have very long muscle fibers and very strong muscle fibers that contract at very high rate.
The cheetah's spine works like an extension of its hind legs. As the legs move forward, the spine bends and recoils, driving those legs backwards.
This then creates a lot of force at a very high velocity, accelerating the animal forward.
In order to fuel the high-speed chase, cheetahs have adapted an efficient way to breathe.
In order to then move that fast, you require lots of oxygen. So they have then physiological adaptations in addition to the muscular and skeletal adaptations. Is that they have very large nasal passages to allow lots of air to go to their lungs. They have relatively large lungs, and they have a very large heart that contracts at a very high rate.
Cheetahs are built for speed, but a predator cannot survive on speed alone. They have adapted different strategies that allow them to hunt solo or in groups. Female cheetahs with no cubs or cubs too young to hunt are perfectly happy to fly solo. When the cubs are old enough to hunt, they join forces with mom to hunt in a group. A rare but valuable strategy in the big cat world. Adult male cheetahs also hunt in groups. But whether solo or in a group, their slight stature limits the size of their prey. But that doesn't make the hunt any easier.
They focus on the smaller prey, but the very fast prey, which are the gazelles. Thompson's gazelle, Grant's gazelle.
The cheetah has world-class speed and hunting prowess, but it's not perfect. It has one major disadvantage: stamina. Despite its large nasal passage, if it doesn't nail its prey in the first 300 meters, it will completely run out of steam and go home hungry.
A typical chase is about 200 meters, and the chase is typically over in 10 seconds. So in other words, they don't run very far because of the speed that they generate is very hard on the animal's respiratory physiology.
To catch supper, the cheetah must get as close to its prey as possible, ideally within 50 meters or less. To get that close without being spotted, it stalks from behind bushes, trees, and tall grass. Once it's close enough, the chase is on.
They can't outrun the cheetah, so they zigzag. And the cheetah then, in order to catch the gazelle, has to also zigzag very rapidly. They have adaptations in their legs, so the foot pads on their feet are rigid. Their claws are permanently extended for gripping, so they can turn very rapidly.
It knocks its prey to the ground, grips it by the throat, and strangles it to death. As the gazelle loses its breath, the cheetah's breathing returns to normal as those big nostrils bring in air. But even in victory, a cheetah, much like a hyena, has to be on guard. A lion may have caught wind of the hunt and be waiting to steal the prize. To prevent that, the cheetah eats extremely fast.
They gobble it up and try and get as much eaten as they can because they know that they're going to lose their prey most likely, and they have to feed their young at the same time. So they're quite vulnerable then to the predation and competition from stealing from the bigger predators.
All predators face challenges, but you gotta eat. The cheetah has astonishing speed. It's what they're known for. Even so,